Hello, welcome to our Rainforest Drawing video. I hope you are enjoying the art show and loved all of your kiddos' videos and their artwork. And I'm sure that you can see why I am so proud of them this year. So we're gonna try something different, and you can do hard things. So we're gonna be drawing a monkey. We're going to be drawing this beautiful macaw and some leaves and flowers. I tell the students all the time, you are the artist. Yours does not have to look just like mine. So you guys know that you just do your best, change it how you want to. It's going to be amazing because it's your hard work. I am going to draw with Sharpie for the video so that you can see my lines better on video. I suggest drawing with pencil so you can erase and fix as you go, because as artists we make mistakes, but the important thing is that we fix them, we change them, we turn them into something else. So we are going to start first with the branch in the middle of the paper here, and we're not going to draw the whole branch because we're going to be adding the bird in there. Now, of course, drawing with Sharpie, I won't be able to erase, so you can erase as we go, and I'll tell you what you will be erasing. So we're going to start with the branch in the middle, and remember we're drawing nature, so this does not have to be perfect. You do the best that you can, make it how you want to, and when I draw my line, I'm doing it kind of wavy and kind of wiggly because it is nature. I don't want to make that perfect. So you can bring it, you just make sure that depending on the size of your paper that you leave some room for your bird here. And then we're going to work over here and start drawing our monkey. So the first thing that we're going to do, leave a little bit of space in between the branch and where his head is, but not too far down because you want to have room for his body. So kind of picture his head and his body here. And the first thing that I'm going to do is draw a curved line, and that's going to be the top of his head. And then we're going to add his ears, sort of like ovals. And then we're going to add his mouth. Now, we're going to leave a little bit of space and we're going to connect everything together. So I call this kind of an oval that I pinched the top and pulled it up, or you can even think of it like a rounded triangle a little bit. That. Then we're going to do an oval for his nose and put a little smile in there. Now, I might be going a little fast for you just because I don't want the video to be too long, but you can pause the video if you need to. Now, I'm going to connect his head and his mouth together, and then I'm going to add his face. So we're going to go up, kind of dip back down, up, and connect. And then you can draw his eyes however you want to. Okay, you can just fill them in if you want, like this. On mine, I did 2 white circles, and then I put little black dots inside. So you draw it how you want to. Add some little cute little eyebrows on our monkey. You can give him a little spiky hair on the top if you want to. And now we're going to do his body. Think of his body like an oval. So we're going to make sure that we leave some space for his legs at the bottom. And then we're going to draw his belly in there. And look, my monkey's a little bit lopsided. I kind of went off the paper a little bit. That's okay. No big deal. If I was drawing with pencil, I might fix that. Now we're going to draw his leg. So you're going to go out and down. Think of it kind of like an upside down L maybe. And then the bottom of his leg, same thing. So out and down. And don't make it too angled. You want that to be kind of rounded. Now we're going to do his foot. So you're going to come in and just do a toe, but don't connect it. So it's a little hook. Now we're going to do the top of his foot, and we're going to add more toes. So 1, 2, 3, like that. Pretty easy. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Maybe this leg doesn't come out as far. Maybe this leg kind of hangs down a little more. So you can change your angle a little if you want to. Have a little fun with that. So same thing, 2 lines. And then his bottom toe and hook it around. And then the other toes and then connect. Then we're gonna add his tail, and we're gonna make it a curly tail. So we're gonna just swoop around, and then just retrace your steps and draw backwards. Now, his arms are hanging onto the branch, his two arms, so they're gonna go straight up. So from this ear, go straight up to the branch. Now we're gonna do the same thing, go straight up, but stop before you get to the branch because we're gonna add his hand in there. Now this is where you would erase. I cannot erase my Sharpie, but you're gonna overlap. That means it goes on top. So you're gonna do kind of a C, and then put his finger in there. And then you're gonna come back down and connect all that. Now here, I would erase the branch right here. Okay, now we're gonna add his fingers on top. So you're just gonna, on top of the branch, 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna connect those for fingers, 1, 2, 3. Now again, I would erase that little line in there, or you could color over the top of it. Now we're gonna do the same thing over here for his other arm. So straight up, leave a little bit of room for his hand and thumb. And I'm gonna hook back around like that, erase. And then the other side of his arm. Whoop, see I made a little mistake there? I want that to go more straight up. I just fixed it, no big deal, I can color over that. Now his fingers, 1, 2, 3, and then overlap over the branch because he's gripping the branch. And again, I would erase what's inside there. So this is what our monkey looks like so far. And there he is. Now we're gonna go over and we're going to work on our bird. Again, the bird's gonna go right in here. So you can even kind of draw that with your finger, sort of put in here where the bird would go with your finger, so you can kind of picture that. Make sure that you have room for your bird's body and his head, and then his tail will be hanging down. So it goes right in here, and he's gonna angle. So when you start drawing him, kind of get that angle in there. Then his tail feathers go straight down. Okay, so we're gonna start first with his wing. So this big curved line here, we're gonna go up and then curve down this way. So we're gonna go up and then curve it down like this. Then you can connect your branch if you had some room there still. And we're gonna go from his wing, we're gonna make his neck and go straight up. And then we're gonna make the white part of his face, so this part right here, start a little bit on the outside of this neck, start out here, and it's almost like you're drawing a circle and then you change your mind and stop. Kind of like a backwards C. Inside there, you're gonna put his eye. You draw the eye however you want to. You can add eyelashes, whatever you wanna do. And then we're gonna do some curved lines underneath there. And from here, we're gonna add his beak. We're gonna go out and down. It's curved and pointy at the end. So then we're gonna bring it back up and connect. And if you have a little space in there, just touch that up. Now we're gonna go back down and we're gonna finish the wing so we can connect his head and everything together. So his wing, from the bottom of his wing, we're gonna curve it up. So this is curved on the bottom here. And we're gonna follow that curve and go up, 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 and then stop before we get all the way to the top. Now we can connect his body and his head. So over his beak, don't connect it here, leave a little space in between. We're going to go up for his head, and then we're gonna follow that same straight line here, then stop. So here we've created his head and his neck. So if you went out too far, straighten that line up a little bit here It's almost like it curves and then it becomes straight and vertical. Now we're gonna make his body, and you'll notice his body curves out and comes back down, and notice the wing overlaps. So we're gonna actually curve and end up inside of the wing. So we're gonna go out and curve down and end inside the wing. If it bumps out a little, I would probably trim mine just a little bit. If it bumps out a little too much, you can fix that. Now we're gonna add his tail feathers. So from here, we're gonna go straight down, and then we're going to make a diagonal line in and a diagonal line out, and then straight back up to his wing. And we're gonna do one more of those, but that one's gonna be longer. So we're gonna go move over a little bit, go down a little bit longer, straight down, diagonal, in, diagonal, out, and then connect it. Now we're gonna add the details and feathers. We talk about texture a lot in art, and we wanna make him look feathery because he's a bird. So we're gonna use a wavy line. So in first grade, we learn about lines. Wavy line, think about the waves on an ocean, and it just looks like U's put together. So we're gonna start that down here on his shoulders. And we're gonna do one more all the way across. So when you bring your wave up, it should touch the one before it. And it should go right in the middle of the wave before it, or the U before it. So we're making kind of these lines of feathers. Now we're gonna skip his wing right now, and we're gonna do that same size all the way down on his body. So those U's I'm making, and they stop in the middle of the one above it. So it's kind of making a pattern here. And again, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video. Now, for his wing feathers, we want to show a difference between his body and his wings. These are going to be a little bit longer. So the U shapes that I make are going to be longer and skinnier. So we're just doing 3 next to each other, like that. And then go ahead and finish it off down to the bottom. Okay, so that's our bird. Now we want to continue that branch. He's sitting on the branch, so he's blocking it, he's overlapping. So we want to think of like an imaginary line going through his body, and then we finish the branch off. And there should be 2 lines because your branch should have a thickness there. Now we're going to add some leaves, and we're going to do some variety. Variety means different. So first we're gonna put some big, thick tropical leaves in, these big, thick leaves. I'm gonna show you how to do them, how to do one. You can put them wherever you want. If you want more of those leaves, less of those leaves, if you wanna make them bigger or smaller, you're the artist, so you do that how you want to. So I'm gonna put one over here behind my bird, and it's just going to be curved line, and then curved line back down. So notice that how it's kind of pointy at the end. In the middle of my leaf, I'm gonna do a line through the middle going up. Then I'm going to do some curved lines for the veins of the leaf. And it kind of makes your leaf, it gives your leaf kind of a 3-dimensional quality. So whatever lines I did on this side, I'm just kind of matching those up, and his body is blocking this line. I just made the same one on the other side. So it's kind of symmetric, same on both sides. So you can add those big leaves wherever you want to. Maybe I'm gonna change it up on this drawing, a little bit different from the one I finished before. Maybe I'm gonna put a leaf here, draw your middle line, and then again, those veins, those curved lines. And it kind of makes your big tropical leaf look a little more 3-dimensional. So you can put those leaves wherever you want to. In my original drawing, I had another one kind of down here. Curved line in the middle, and then curved line on each side. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you one more leaf, and again, you can add these wherever you want to. So for this leaf, you're going to make a line in the middle. So you add these wherever you want to. So I'm gonna put one down here, and it's just a curved line. And then coming out of that curved line, you're gonna have these skinny little leaves that come out. And again, they're the same on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to, and remember that maybe my monkey overlaps, or maybe you want these leaves to go in front of him a little bit. That's up to you as the artist. Maybe the monkey's kind of hiding in leaves. And bring it back. And what happens is they kind of get a little bit smaller, shorter, as they go towards the end of that line that you drew. So now I'm just gonna match it up on the other side. This one would go behind the bird. Whatever I drew on this side, now I'm matching it up on the other side. So I'm just drawing these, it's almost like really skinny, skinny, skinny triangles. And again, they get smaller and smaller as they go to the end of the leaf. And in my original drawing, I had one up here at the top. So you could add another one somewhere if you want to. Maybe curved line. Maybe this one is so big it goes off the paper. Now I'm gonna add those skinny triangles. And it's so big it goes right off the paper. That's okay. Just make sure that you're leaving yourself enough room, enough thickness to make sure that you can color this. Because the rainforest is really colorful. So we talked about when we were making our rainforest projects, how we really wanted to add lots of color in our rainforest. Okay, so now we can add some flowers also. So these tropical flowers, we're just gonna do a circle in the middle, and then we're going to do this shape here that sort of looks like an oval that someone pinched the end of it for each of the petals. So you can, again, put those wherever you want to, wherever you have some room. I am going to put one here to show you. So circle, and then you're going to do curved line, curved line, curved line, curved line. So think of it like you're drawing, I'm gonna tuck this one behind my bird. Think of it like you're drawing an oval and then someone pinched the end. It should be kind of pointy on the end. Now, sometimes when you're drawing flower petals like this, it's easier to turn your paper as you're drawing. I don't want to do that on the video, but you can take your paper and kind of shift your paper as you're drawing the petals. It helps to keep your petals a little more even. Just keep turning your paper so that you're always drawing it the same way. So you could go ahead and add those flowers now wherever you have a little bit of room. Maybe I'm going to do one here that's going to eventually overlap my leaves. But I can't erase this. I would erase what's inside. Anytime you want to overlap, you erase what's inside. And then I would add some more flowers here and there. Maybe put a little flower on my monkey or something too. So, oh, you know what we have to do? Our last thing, we have to add some feathers on our tail. So go ahead and go to your tail and do a line down the middle of the first tail feather. And then we're going to do diagonal lines. Diagonal is like this. And we're going to do those little diagonal lines all the way down our tail and then match it up on the other side. So again, it's symmetric, same on both sides. We learn a lot of vocabulary, and whenever we're drawing, I always tell the students, talk like an artist. We speak the same language. Diagonal and then diagonal. Okay. So you can add more leaves, you could add more flowers, you could add more animals, and then you can color this or paint this, whatever you have at home. If you want to use colored pencils, crayons, markers, paint, you have fun with this. And I hope that you have fun working together as a family. When you're finished with your rainforest drawing, make sure that you post a picture of your finished drawing. It'd be fun if you hold it up and maybe get yourself in the background. Or your family in the background, and then we will be choosing a winner from the pictures that are finished and posted. I hope you had fun. Bye.